After the election, where them do, we still they wait for the change, All the promise when they make, it don't they be like saying a fake, Well, the money, the food, Cause everybody want improve. Since you come, no tears and pain, we don't tire to complain, I see the bad way you've been do. You don't tear Nigeria into two. 97% and 5%. You know been talk like president. They rule Nigeria with sentiment. And take your office to revenge. Oh yeah now, Oga Buhari, will they pay?
Now wow, people wey suppose talk through to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, Maiyegun don't come, My people make we shout, Maiyegun don't come, Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, Maiyegun don't come, Maiyegun diary Politico, Maiyegun don't come, This one not the off in mind, Maiyegun don't come, And in the touchlight every corner, Maiyegun don't come, Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day dollar just they get the higher power over naira. Still them talk say make we off mind. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you lie down. Maiyegun don't come. My people make we shout out. Maiyegun don't come. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses. Maiyegun don't come. Maiyegun diary Politico. Maiyegun don't come. This one not the off in mind. Maiyegun don't come. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh. Maiyegun don't come. My people make you shout. Maiyegun don't come. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses. Maiyegun don't come. Maiyegun diary Politico. Maiyegun don't come. This man not the off in mind. Maiyegun don't come. Aha. Now you not done here. All these bad politicians then we call themselves politicians.
Good evening to you.
Good
morning to you. Good afternoon to you from wherever you're watching from. And this is Maiyegun Live. Share the broadcast.
Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube.
1 billion naira. Another gbese for Nigeria. Another proof that Boko Haram, Malamu, and the rest of them illiterates handling the illegal these legal matters for Nigeria continue to make mistakes because of what is called quota system that gave them so much power. 1 billion had that to Igbo's 20.2 billion. That is basic of 21 billion. Let them continue making that. Some said that's so small. It is just the beginning. Then your Baba, Tinubu, is coming up with his own promises. Tell them. Share the broadcast.
Facebook.
Also, tonight, we have found a credible report that has also come back to give credence to what I have told you many times on this platform. Every single insecurity problem or incident that happened in Eastern Nigeria from January 2021 to January 19th, 2022 in Eastern Nigeria is sponsored, financed, and managed by the Igbo governors with collaboration with Abuja, which now gave them the murderous Nigerian soldiers who have been killing innocent people in the name of hunting for IPOB in Eastern Nigeria. A report came out today to confirm that in this space of from October 2020 to December 2021, that is 14 months, 1,000 Igbo innocent men and women were murdered in 3 states alone, which put the killings at 85 per day. And these killings were coordinated by the 3 state governors, Ebonyi, Imo, and Rivers States, Werewike. They killed innocent people using the Nigerian military. I will get to that part too. However, just as we kick in, we're going to start from Abuja. A big win today. I said something yesterday and I said, there is no way Nigeria would ever win a fair legal battle with Nnamdi Kanu. And not just Nnamdi Kanu. For everyone who managed to take them up in all the barbarity and the illegality they are doing. They can't even win in their own courts. Not to talk of any real court out there. And that is why they prefer the delay tactics, which even the court today told them, you better try and probably find a political solution to all of this, because it doesn't seem like you guys are actually ready to prosecute Nnamdi Kanu. You just want to keep him, which is so illegal. Now, 2 things happened today. Nnamdi Kanu came to court this morning. Well, they brought him to court this morning, where they now read the amended 15-count charge against him, right? Then they asked him to take a plea. So he pleaded, I am not guilty of all this nonsense, these conjectures. So therefore, it is now time for him to put forward his own, his own application. That's the defense application now. I'm sorry, the prosecution application. So Nnamdi Kanu pleaded not guilty because he is not. You should know that, don't you? So the court adjourned the case to February, which is next month. So Nnamdi Kanu will now, Nnamdi Kanu's legal team, they will now present their own application, including possibly an application for his bail. They will slug this out. Maybe another adjournment for another few days, and then something will be delivered, either accepted or denied, like we have with Omoyele Sowore. So that's what I envisage. But let's go to Abuja. A lot happened in Abuja today, okay? Brief, what do you call it here, court session, where drama escalated outside the courts. The sponsored and paid government, protesters, so to say. So they came to the court, protected by the police and all that, and immediately they cited Omoyele Sowore. Again, they went for him. This time around, one of the security men protecting those they claim to be protesting, right, was with a knife to kill Omoyele Sowore. But we'll start from the court, where Omomadike showed up today. And guess what? He was welcomed into the courtroom with a beautiful child. Watch this briefly. Oh, I bet that's how many of you felt there. When you see him, when you see Nnamdi Kanu, yesterday the judge told him that he must be allowed to change his clothes. From what we were told, Nnamdi Kanu himself felt like, oh, that's so early, that's so soon. I don't give a damn about clothes. So he didn't agree to change the clothes himself. But look at him. Did he look like somebody who feel guilty that have done something terrible? Because he knows that everything they are putting together, they can't defend. They said they are coming with evidence. You know what they are coming with? I told you. What they are coming as evidence to say Nnamdi Kanu is the reason why they are killing innocent people in eastern Nigeria. They are just Nnamdi Kanu's broadcast. None of their evidence could put Nnamdi Kanu at the scene of any crime committed anywhere. But guess what? They are even still afraid in their own court to prove that. Now, outside the court, this is what happened. Where Omoyele Sowore escaped death again from the hands of government-paid assassins in front of the government building, a court in Abuja, the federal capital of Nigeria today. Let's see.
You are not even checked on the page.
Which of the court are you going to?
Federal High Court. Yes. I went to Visa in Yanko's court, where Nnamdi Kanu
I have it here, and your name is not here.
Why is it that you don't have names of people who are interested in the case?
You don't have a business here, I think.
Why?
Because your name is not on the list.
So I don't have a business in the Federal High Court, public court. I'm just coming from the court of appeal. I'm not a barrister. My name is Sowore. You know me very well. I'm a customer. Yes, sir.
So you as a young man, you have to follow the due process.
No, but you know that this is not due process to prevent members of the court.
So even though this is public,
Just bear with us. Okay. What do you want me to do? Do you know when it will be coming out? Yes, anytime. Because I actually like to see him anytime, very soon. So please.
yeah, as a very gentle person,
Where did you say I'm a gentleman? Let's see if he has understood his place.
nobody's understanding you. Not for the meantime.
Just let me make this clear. People are already decided. People who attend what they do makes people feel that this is some kangaroo arrangement. Because that's why there's a gallery. It has I'm a member of this. So please, gentlemen.
Please, we don't want to see anybody here.
Please. You understand? Yes. So the idea of excusing you has nothing to do with justice. You don't have a personal interest in this case, do you? You are just doing your job, right? So I'm doing the job of my own conscience to ensure that this country continues to wallow in justice and not in injustice. Alright? I hope you got that.
You are a leader. You are a leader. You are
No, see, man, that guy just carried small gun. The threat to man let
I'm gonna bring you a better picture next time, okay? The one that is quite catchy and captured every moment of those of the attack that happened in Abuja, because Nigeria is a lawless country under under this criminal government called the Al Qaeda People's Congress, okay? But as they were doing their drama in Abuja, right? As Nnamdi Kanu, who became the center, the focal point of their government in the first place, yeah, as he took over the city for the day, every time they bring him out, the entire city will know that Nnamdi Kanu is coming out that day, of course, and the dramas that will follow. As that was going on in Abuja, back in Abia, Nnamdi Kanu was also trashing and giving Nigeria a bloody nose. They have been running away. You see, the legal team of Nnamdi Kanu, they did something which is so unique in their own way of putting together a fight, not just defense, you know. Normally, when you are accused, you put together a legal team, you call them your defense team. Now, the way Nnamdi Kanu's legal team, and I'll tell you what I understand about that. I don't know if you have seen it that way or not. The way they work is that it's not just about defending Nnamdi Kanu. They are also coming with attacks to say, you have committed illegality. Even within the jurisdiction of where you have your power, you have exercised that power beyond your jurisdiction, and that will be challenged, okay? And you'll be held responsible for that. Then when you now bring your evidence for why you took our client, right, and you want to convict him on your own law and what have you, we will also have something to defend that and trash that. Very unique way. They were doing that locally. They were doing it internationally. And this may be something that takes a long time because they are dealing with people who don't give a damn. If Nigeria burn, let it burn. If they blacklist Nigeria, and so, as long as they can still have access to the free dollar, the free money that can take care of them and their families, to hell with whatever it becomes of Nigeria, because that's exactly what they have done to Nigeria. They don't give a damn. So that's why this can take a while. But I love it. And I kind of love the way that of our own man, Oloye Sunday Igboho, they were doing their own. I'll touch that too before I go. So while they are trying to trash whatever nonsense they are putting together in Abuja, they are also launching a counter-attack from Abia. Now, the first battle finally is won. 1 billion naira. Now, let me tell you this. Some of you always say, Nigeria will not pay. Forget it, they won't pay. Nigeria will pay. They will pay. But there is a way they pay, which mostly is not that billion that is mentioned. But the first thing is this. As we speak today, even as many of you are rejoicing, celebrating the nonsense and the illegality, the crime committed by Buhari against Igboho, Nigeria is owing Sunday Igboho, they are owing Sunday Igboho 20.2 billion as we speak right now. Legally, Nigeria is owing him. Whatever you want to call him in your media, whatever you want to call him right there in your group, or whatever you want to, tag him as in your different groups and all that, Nigeria is indebted to Sunday Igboho to the tune of 20 billion. Although they could appeal the case, they said now 30 days, I've been at 60 days. That time don't pass. Nigeria is in debt to Sunday Igboho. There is no court that can lift that anymore. That's one. Nnamdi Kanu top it up today. He demanded, his legal team demanded for 5 billion. And then the Nigeria Daura Secret Service, the Nigeria Malamu, Boko Haram and all their legal team who went to Abia today, they came back with bloody nose, with a check of 1 billion. Bese that Nigeria is owing Nnamdi Kanu. And as they have told us, his legal team, that is even just the beginning. It's not even the, it's just the peripheral of the whole wahala that is still coming. Let them continue to do the media trial in Nigeria. Oh, Nnamdi Kanu, this or that. We'll trash everything one after the other, and they will become so worthless, even in their own courts. You know that? Or you don't? Don't worry. 1 billion naira awarded. Nigerian Army said they are going to look at it and appeal. The Malamu office, they have not made any comments. Okay? Because the same day, today, that a court awarded the compensation of 1 billion to Nnamdi Kanu. You know what the court said? The court said his arrest is illegal. The arrest of Nnamdi Kanu is illegal. A court just ruled. Which means the trial of Nnamdi Kanu is illegal. And for the first trial, Nigeria is already in debt of 1 billion. Now, this to you, as a typical Nigerian, Baba, forget, nothing will happen. A lot will happen. Just keep the timeline as they are happening and don't ever feign any ignorance when the whole thing comes to it. Like I said, Buhari is going to jail. Malamu is going to jail. Majority of those who are working hand in hand, killing people in Nigeria in the name of Nigeria or keeping Nigeria one, right? They are not going to escape what is coming. You see, every crime committed by Buhari and gang, right? They have dates, they have timeline, they have pictures, they have faces of those who committed them, they have faces of those who covered them up. And that's why this is also one of them. A court ruled that extraordinary rendition of Nnamdi Kanu, which is in a simpler form, kidnapping of Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya, not passing through the Kenya courts that should have granted the extradition order for Nnamdi Kanu to have been extradited to Nigeria. Nigeria didn't do that. Nigeria supplied Kenya with false information. They said, if they see Nnamdi Kanu, they said the same thing to so many African countries. If you see this man, Nnamdi Kanu, is a wanted terrorist. He is in collaboration with the terrorists in your country. So if you see him for your own national security, please grab him for us. And indeed, the Kenyan police, they found Nnamdi Kanu on their radar. They went for him. They checked him out. It didn't match any of those descriptions. They told him, we are sorry. Your country, Nigeria, gave us the lowdown. They said, you are coming here to meet the terrorists in Kenya. And we have been facing this kind of attacks as well lately, right? But we found out that you had no connection with them. But he said, then let me go. He said, no, we can't do that. I said, so what are you going to do? I said, we just have to give you to Nigeria. How? There is a plane waiting for you already. How? What about your court? What about your... I thought you guys are working for government. Yes, we are. But this is a dark operation. And now we are handing off. That is exactly what happened. So they handed him over to Nigeria. That is kidnapping. Okay? Kidnapping. And as people say, we shouldn't make it all talk, no action. Okay? On the side of the Biafrans, it is not just talk. There is action, and even multiple actions, except which of the part of those you are interested in actually paying attention to. On the part of the Yoruba nation as well, it has not been all talk. There has been actions, except if you probably choose to see otherwise. It was the action of people after the assassination attempt on Oloye Sunday Igboho's life, which led to the death of 2 innocent people in his house. It was action after that ran Nigeria into the debt of 20 billion as we speak. Nigeria is grandstanding, feeling like they are untouchable, and the rest of that. But that is there, a debt of 20 billion. There will be more when the legal battle that will take them on, in fact, are unleashed. When they hold Nnamdi Kanu, actions are taken. This is one of them. As many others that are still coming to light. You challenge them, their illegality, and there's a record of it now. 1 billion naira. Are you still laughing? You are. Okay. We'll see how long you laugh, right? When the table turns, because it is about to. Maybe you are just not paying attention. As they say, they are terrible in everything. They don't obey their own laws. Therefore, they don't even follow their own promises. That's why people call them all promises cancelled. When these guys were coming in, they were, how do you put that? They were more philosophical, prophetical, and then whatever again. How they were going to make Nigeria a better place. Safer, prosperous, and indeed developed. But they did otherwise. So a video popped out today. And what was that? It was Tinubu reminiscing on his past time when he was governor of Lagos State before he became the landlord of Lagos State. And he said, back in the days, we were paying the school, we were paying the school fees of the school children in Lagos, which was the free education of AD. Then we were paying the West African Examination Council, fee of our children back then. So he now said, you see, when I become president, I'm going to pay the WAEC fee of all the children in Nigeria. That's a very good one. But you know one thing? That was exactly what Buhari promised. Because APC, Egbekegbe Manifesto, was written by no other person than Kayode Fayemi of Ekiti. All those promises about education, technology, agriculture, blah, 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 is just going to be copy and paste. Tinubu don't give you the idea what he's going to do. I think you should hear him, your next president.
Your children's West African examination fee is paid by us.
Yes.
So that no one, no matter how poor, is left behind. The symbol of our party is broom. The symbol of my cap is breaking shackles of poverty. You break the shackle of poverty. You break the shackle of ignorance. Inequality. You broke the party and the shackle of lending. We need stability in the country. We need peace. Peace and stoppage of banditry is extremely important because women are the first victim, the most vulnerable victims of banditry, violence, and instability. And without peace and stability, we cannot build a nation as rapid as we want. APC is progressive, and that is where you should stay. That is where you should mobilize, and that is where.
Share you here. It don't start. Some said that for health reasons, he can't stand up to stay there and talk to you like you want to see your But these people, they love the old people to lead them. That's why they say sometimes they love to bring people back from the dead, where the dead lead the living. But Tinubu said they want to break shackles. That is the theme of their campaign, breaking shackles. The shackles of poverty, the shackle of, banditry. He planned to employ 5 million youth into the army to fight the banditry. That's one of his plans. And at the same time, he believes that, education is so important that they have to pay the school fees. Some people said, why do you want to pay the examination fee for our children if their parents have jobs? Well, you've got a lot of questions to ask for those of you who probably will champion for Tinubu, but I just thought I should add that. However, the big one, they have hinted that another contestant for your presidency in Nigeria, which is Oshibade Ikene Shatabandu, the current vice president to, Bokwari himself, right? His committee, the Economic Committee, the Buharinomics Committee, they have come up now. They said, finally, we have to let Nigeria know that we are removing the subsidy for the 4th time. And that's the final one. That's the final. So when they remove the subsidy, they are now proposing that a liter of fuel will be somewhere around the 302 naira per liter. Your diesel, that's for those who are buying petrol, gas, yeah? For diesel, you'll probably be paying around 503, 510 naira per liter. As you currently pay about 350 to 355 naira per liter right now. So it's going to go up to somewhere around the 500. And then your petrol will go up to somewhere around the, 302 naira. And they're going to start that in February. Some said maybe not the spark that will eventually lead to boom, but we'll find out. Because Nigerians are very resilient, they say. They can take everything in. Don't worry. They can handle it. We'll see if you can undo this from 87 naira 6 years or 7 years ago to 302 naira in the next few weeks. We'll figure it out how you're going to do that, as they say. So there's also, in fact, hang on, where is that? Yeah, so they have palliative for you. If you are watching me from Nigeria, they have palliative for you when this happened in February. The palliative is that the poorest of you, they are planning to give you 5,000 naira for your transportation in case if you need to travel, because price of transportation will probably jump up, food and all that. The minimum wage in Nigeria is still 30,000 naira. And you get paid 30,000 naira if, you get paid somewhere around the 23,000 naira if you ever get paid at all. You see how heartless these people will be. The rice they displayed, you remember that their rice, they have now told us repeatedly that is actually paddy rice. You know what is called paddy rice? Paddy rice are the rice that they just harvested, right? Bag them, move them from all over the place and put them in a place called Pyramid in Abuja. So which means nobody can eat the rice until they have to return them back to mills, right? To a different place where they can now mill them, they can process them to something you can eat. You see how heartless these guys are, yeah? Now, it is obvious that this propaganda that they wanted to push is working on some people, but it's just that it won't last. The propaganda is that Buhari's agricultural program or whatever nonsense has paid off. And it paid off that they now have 1 million bag of paddy rice, unprocessed rice. I have that video, but I can't share that because it came with a kind of copyrighted sound. If not, but some of you must have seen that video online yourself, right? So the paddy rice is not any rice they can eat now. But the Buhari idiots are already in town, jumping up and down, happy that unprocessed rice after 6 years that they promised them that they were going to be eating homegrown rice. All they had is a display, show off, propaganda. They still have to go back and continue to live within their means, which means they still have to continue to see rice as luxury. Heartless people. Are people not thinking, or they just choose to be who they are? So we figured that out as part of their lies as they are pumping up for their 2023 election. Part of what I also picked up today is when Tinubu told people that your voter's card has expired, that it is better to get your new vote. I don't know if you have heard that, yeah? A lot is going on. They said your voter's card has expired if you have it. In fact, it's better for you to register for a new voter's card when election is about so close. They are already playing you to that part. It's your choice. Please follow it. But we know what will be the end result of that. Remember the issue of insecurity that we mentioned the other day, Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. And then it was reported that 6 friends who went to a party in Ogun State and on their way back to Lagos, they got kidnapped on Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. You remember that? I have this clip I want to share with you because they have been released after paying ransom because they had to pay. Initially, they said they were asking for 60 million for the 6 of them. I don't know how much they paid, but their family members in Lagos and how they reacted. Because I'm coming back with something on that. Watch this. Nigeria is a very funny place. Very, very funny place. A lady was crying. I think the lady who was one of the family members of those the six people kidnapped, that they were going to kill them, but they've released them. So Nigeria is a very funny place where you see everybody happy there. The next thing is to say, to thank God. And you see, for that moment, that majority of those who were there, majority won't really see the danger of their collaboration with a system or playing dumb to a system that could take 6 of them at once. Just the same way they took 6 of them, they could have killed 6 of them, right? But that moment, people would just be like, let us thank God and pray more. A sort of escape route for them, something like, I don't want to think about the danger we are all in. You get what I mean now? So people were happy to have their people back, ransom paid, happy day, let us continue. A majority of them there, because that's in Lagos. Majority of them are APC supporters, voters, and regular defenders, the Lagos Abobakus. So the danger is close by. The people concerned are not seeing it as that. Now, some said, what would what would the position of Tinubu, for example, be if the position of APC is that Buhari has done so well in keeping Nigeria safe? What would be the position of Tinubu when he starts his campaign on insecurity? Is he going to be bold enough to actually mention the atrocities of the Fulanis and their co-terrorists in Yoruba land? Is he going to be able to stand up and even, some said, forget it, he won't, because of course he won't. But just same way you saw that video and those people on that streets rejoicing that they got their people back, they won't mind how much they paid to the terrorists. As you are watching video and you are watching, you are reading the news and you are hearing about people being kidnapped in Zamfara, people being kidnapped in Yobe, kidnapped in Taraba, there in Borno and all those places. And people who get kidnapped either get killed or they paid ransom. There are people to always feel like, I thank God, alhamdulillah. And afterward, what do? They mostly just go back to their lives and be like Allah, Jesus, and every other thing will protect them. You see all those things you are reading back then, they are becoming common things in Yoruba land now. They are indeed. And that can be you. That can be any one of us, from those who are related to us or even us directly, becoming that victim that just came back to now say, now I believe, say God did. No, it is not just that God. If you didn't pay that ransom and you didn't manage to escape, because some people did, we've had people who escaped from them, right? You will be sold in parts. And that will mean that if that happened to you, does that mean that God does not love you? Does that mean that you are not serving God enough? Does that mean that those who died, God did not love them? You know what I'm talking about? That is just to let you know that it is not enough. The reality is that your country and the government in your country, the politicians, they have sold you off to the highest bidder. This time around, they are the blood-sucking murderers called the Fulani terrorists in every part of Nigeria. This is what escalated what happened in eastern Nigeria when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was talking about Biafra, especially when he started building bridges with every other nationalities in Nigeria, telling them, if you don't speak up, you will become victims. Whatever you are hearing about happening here and there in Nigeria is closer to you than you know. Just as your media continue to turn that into what many of you now use as hate speech, divisive this, divisive that, when the real divisive enemies of yours are the politicians who are gabbing themselves in these loins of criminality that you call honorable or what have you. Nnamdi Kanu warned, and I'll continue to repeat and remind you, he warned. They told you to ignore and ignore. But everything they warned us about is happening around us, but they are still telling you to see it differently and see it differently until you become that victim. It is true that defend yourself, defend ourselves, we will defend ourselves statement that led into the escalation of insecurity in eastern Nigeria. And like I said, today, that report came out. The report is that, yeah, we have had mass killings, disappearances in eastern Nigeria that are mostly underreported or unreported at all. And I remember telling people that what happened in southern Kaduna, right? If they were not documented, they will be forgotten. Lies will be told to cover them up. But today, if you go online and you search for the genocide in southern Kaduna, the detailed report on the killings in southern Kaduna, you will see this over 450 pages, 450 page book, PDF online that will show you the atrocities committed by the Fulani terrorists in that part of northern Nigeria. So in eastern Nigeria, we have now found out that the escalation of insecurity in that part of eastern Nigeria, the invitation of the military killing and then kidnapping innocent people in that part of Nigeria, eastern Nigeria, Biafra land, yeah, they were orchestrated by the 3 known governors. And this is no secret now. You know them because they have proved it, they have shown it. They are 3 state governors pointed at. Umahi, Devulumayi of Ebonyi State, Werewike, Nyensom Wike of River State, and then Ople Suzodijo of Imo State. We have seen Devulumayi hunted innocent people in Ebonyi, hunted them down using the DSS, using the military, using the police to kidnap innocent people because they are members of IPOB. They killed some and they jailed some, and they ensured that all of these are completely covered when human lives are being slaughtered and wasted on a daily basis. They said over 1,000 Igbos, men and women, were killed in these 3 states. And in fact, they said, if they have to put into account the 1,600 of them that are missing, unaccounted for, they were taken from their homes, their family members, their lawyers, they have no idea where they took them, and they have disappeared for the past 14 months. And this, especially in these 3 states, Ebonyi, Imo, and River States. You all remember what happened in Obigbo in October 2020, after the NSAS protest, when Governor Wike, the Wike of River State, turned the NSAS protest into IPOB protest. He decided to blame IPOB for the NSAS protest in River State. Therefore, he unleashed the military on the people of Obigbo, the local government that has the highest concentration of Igbo people in River State. He unleashed the military on them. A siege was unleashed on them. Before doing that, right, he first declared a curfew. a curfew that Wike declared sometimes around October 23rd, and he didn't lift that for straight 2 weeks. This was the moment that the military entered Obigbo, and they were entering people's homes. They were slaughtering and shooting them. They were killing young men and young boys. They were shooting and killing them, taking their bodies away, burning their properties, doing all of that. And this campaign lasted for more than 2 weeks. Before they finally stopped, people died. And people continue to die to this day. All they need is just to say is IPOB member. They definitely is ESN member. And then kill him. Same thing in Imo State. You saw what they did to the people of Olu. You see what they did to the people of Osu. You see what they did to the people of I can't remember this land where they wanted to cite Ruga, and the people protested that they don't want Ruga settlement in their community. And the next thing that happened was the military unleashed on them. Please give me the name. The military were unleashed on them. Military killed people, set their houses ablaze. It was during those killings in Imo State that you saw those military burning properties of people, civilians, because they protested against settlement of Ruga. Military fighter jets were flying over Olu. Yeah? Bombing civilian properties, civilian settlements, and the media reporting that the Nigeria military, they defeated ESN, they fought ESN. So all these figures, they said when they put them together, it simply means that 166 Igbo sons and daughters are being killed every 2 days, every fortnight. Now, that was committed, orchestrated, financed, and is still being sponsored by Devulumai, where Wike, Unyesom Wike, and then Oples Uzodinjo of Imo State. And they've escalated all of this. The moment they've managed to kidnap Nnamdi Kanu, where they could easily do that unchallenged, Kenya. I just want you to have that on record. That's why I say, when you look at Nigeria and you pay attention to how Nigeria is structured, you and I, you will realize that Nigeria is not for any of us. And when you pay attention very well, the structure, or let me say, the system called Nigeria doesn't really recognize your tribe, your religion, your culture, whatever you want to attach, or that gives you the identity. It doesn't recognize that. These guys who operate at the highest level, they don't give a damn to whoever or wherever you come from. If anything, they feel like anything is running contrary to the system that feeds them, the system that makes them so powerful, the system that opens doors for them, the system that makes them so rich, then you are an enemy. And that time, APC, PDP, PUP, UML, forever name they give to themselves, they will come together and they will crush you, even if they have to kill you. And that is why when I preach about people uniting because of our common oppressor, our common enemy, a rigged system that will produce produce all these guys, that human lives doesn't really mean anything to them, especially if it has to be spilled, if they have to spill the blood of innocent people just to hold power or prove the potency of the power they wield. A system that produces them is the problem. You see these guys, if you follow this through and your 2023 comes, whatever style they use in rigging or whatever you want to call it, when their 2023 comes, you are going to begin to see other new faces. Guess what? Those new faces, they will be doing exactly what these current ones are doing, and then you would then realize that it is not just them, it is the system that produces them. If you join that system, you will become them. So why can't we then unite in all the oppression and crush the system? That's why I love everyone. I love the Biafrans. I love the Yoruba nation. I love the revolution now. I love everyone who is up and doing something that can shake, turn, and break that system, because without it, nothing else comes out of it. My theory, maybe not right until that system, because the system doesn't fight in parts. The Nigeria rigged system fights in unison. You can't fight the system in parts. You have to fight the system in unison. Something, a spark that can make you, me, everyone agree that the system has to go. Some say the constitution needs to go. Who is going to kick it away? Who is going to send that constitution away? Not them. It's working for them. It's you. It's me. When we are ready, when we are able to make that connection, right? Until then, we just have to keep telling ourselves that we need ourselves, no matter what our differences are. We need to keep telling ourselves that, because it's true that we need ourselves. As some of you are going to be battling with 302 naira per liter, the man that they are going to use to shake Tinubu. Managing Director. You get what I mean? The man that they are going to use to shake Tinubu like that. Well, doesn't really matter, does it? I'm talking about Ikene Shatabandu. Have you been paying attention to all the endorsements coming up soon? I mean, recently. Is a twist, okay? Your what do you call your Afobaje, the kingmaker, Tinubu, is about to dance naked. Do you know how much tickets he's going to sell? That if okay, oh yeah, now what we'll see. You see all these things you are seeing now is the show. However, the man they believe they are going to eventually use to shake him before the Oluka, we call it the Oruka. I'm talking about the northern Nigeria. The man they are going to use to shake your man, Tinubu. You remember this video? Managing Director. God bless him. That was him in Kano. They organized a gathering for him in Kano sometimes last year. He can't lose his balance. Well, that's a story for another day. I'm going to be back.
Kano Tubingiwa. I'm here in Kano. Kano Kodame Kazo Africa. As incredibly humorous people of Kano will say, Garini Mba Kano Ba Jajinara. Sai ku fito maza da mata, mu kwanta al'ummar mu, ma'ana mu zaɓi cancanta, Yemi Osibanjo. Ku fito maza da mata, mu kwanta al'ummar mu, ma'ana mu zaɓi cancanta, Yemi Osibanjo. Sai ku fito maza da mata, mu kwanta al'ummar mu, ma'ana mu zaɓi cancanta, Yemi Osibanjo. Tare da kai na fara Allah. Sallah Muhummi Osibanjo me kai nufi ka kulla Muhummi Osibanjo Allah ka taimake ni na jure duka horo. Sai ku fito maza da mata, mu kwanta al'ummar mu, ma'ana mu zaɓi cancanta, Yemi Osibanjo. Tare da ɗodubin salati Muhummi Osibanjo, annabin da ya wafati Muhummi Osibanjo, da dukkan ahlul baiti Muhummi Osibanjo. Sanya Ali kwaɗan sha'ibu gwanin da ba ya tsoro. Sai ku fito maza da mata, mu kwanta al'ummar mu,
take some calls, and then we'll call it a night. So it's been a good day. And at the same time, it's also a day to reflect on ahead. I mean, to reflect on ahead of what is coming too. I'm talking about how is your February going to start? Revolution or same? Well, we'll figure it out at some point. Oh, see, Banjo. Anyway, I have my first call, so let me take that. Hello.
Hello, Maiyegun General.
Yes, sir. How are you?
How are you, sir?
I'm very well, thank you.
Okay, it's Gabriel Abontai calling from London.
Gabriel, you're live. Thank you so much. Mm-hmm.
How are you, sir?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, we're good. Kudos to you, and thank you once again for what you're doing.
Thank you.
I was contemplating something in my mind. I said, it's just a suggestion.
Right.
Because sometimes, like what you're doing, what every other person is doing, to sensitize our people, especially those people back home, the grassroots people. It's like they're not getting the message. Then I was contemplating that if we can find a way, maybe to provide some affordable internet or free access to internet for them, so that they will be able to get more access to information, to sensitize them. Because it's like sometimes when you see the way they talk, the way they do things, it's like they don't get the information. So those is just a suggestion.
Of course, I mean we take all those in. We have them every time on MaiyegunsDiary, Politico, and that's why we are having these chats. I've spoken my mind, and people who have been listening to me like yourself, who had all this kind of information to it, and people pick them up. Brilliant, Gabriel.
All right.
Thank you very much. That's a very technical one. So, and I hope our people are listening, and I believe they are. So, thank you, Gabriel. So, yes, providing means of accessing information can be a very, very big. Will make a big difference, because we can't rule out what internet has done today, whereby most of what we do being transferred through the internet, which you know what I mean, it's impossible before now somehow. So we can always build on that. Indeed. Hello.
Hello.
Hello there.
Hello. This year must be my year.
It will be your year. This is going to be our year all round. Your name, sir?
My name is Akinola. Joseph Akinola. I call myself Joseph a lot. So maybe you don't use it.
J.A.
So nice to, in Houston.
From Houston, sir. Amazing. So I won't forget that name too, Akinola, because my son is one. So you have the floor, sir. You're live.
Thank you very much for this opportunity, and thanks a lot for what you've been doing to be educating the people about what is going on. There have been few people I've been talking to, especially about the issue of Tinubu. If you guys remember very well, Tinubu was tried by Jonathan. It was questioned and all that.
That's
he presented the paper and came out with nothing on him. But what people don't understand is that corruption is, the way the military see from us at times.
Yeah, let me quickly say something there, sir. Yeah, let me quickly say something there, because we are now in a time that maybe we would be debunking few things. Okay, what happened was that during the Jonathan's trial of him in the what they call the IC whatever, so it was withdrawn at the last minute, because as usual they just wanted to have him to support them, which indeed was too late. Not that they didn't find anything on him. The case was withdrawn and therefore could not be continued. Do you know that same case is what Malami has on him now? Do you know that? Do you know? I'm just asking, sir. I'm sorry. Do you?
I'm not aware. I'm not aware.
Please,
of what
please continue with your presentation. Yeah, please.
Yeah, I'm not aware of what Walabi has found, but basically, people should understand what is called state capture. I'll give the example, and people need to listen very well. That when people go around and say Tinubu is not corrupt, they should go and look at what definition of state capture. It's a type of systematic political corruption in which private interests significantly influence a state decision-making process to their own advantage. It was defined by World Bank in year 2000, I think, if I remember very well.
Right.
What am I saying? Somebody goes to the government and says, oh, this land, the land that's worth maybe $500 million. Oh, it's Tinubu. Tinubu can pay 1 million naira to have it. They give him his paper and all that. And tomorrow, he's selling that land after a while, maybe for 1 billion. And we're saying the land is not corrupt.
That's
really? It works for ExxonMobil. How many people have worked for Exxon? If it is how it is easy for people to make money, a lot of people, I work for oil company myself. There will be, all of us will own oil company. Tinubu has to handle and all the rest of facility. This guy is worth over 20 trillion naira. How? In that country. And people are going around that this man is not corrupt. Really? And yes, I think people need to wake up from their slumber. Instead of just allowing them to use their things to cover all their face and start to celebrate corruption and say, oh, this man is mad, is Jagaban. Is Jagaban over your money. Is Jagaban over your money, over your happiness, over things that are supposed to bring comfort to your people. That is what Tinubu is Jagaban over. And so if he has done that and the concept that the Fulani people are killing our people at the moment and is keeping quiet. I'm here to hear a single word from this bastard about what is happening in Southwest. And everybody is there. There's this, I forgot, Obadiah. I think the man died.
Yes, Dr. Obadiah. Late Dr. Obadiah.
May so rest in peace. May so rest in peace.
Amen.
It warned us that in year 2022, that is when they are going to do full invasion of Nigeria by Fulani people. Today, you cannot travel from Ibadan to Lagos.
Yes, sir. Do you want me to shock you? Do you want me to shock you, sir? Between January 1st, 2022 and January 17, 2022, Niger State Governor said they have attacked his state 30 times. They have killed over 200 people and they have kidnapped similar number, over 200 people, just 17 days in 2022 alone.
I'm using this opportunity to warn all Nigerians. Ganesh Pawemi says one thing. He said in the state of lawlessness, it is very unlawful, the law abiding. We are seeing a government that doesn't obey the law. You can see the carried against Kanu this week, how they are shifting. You come to the court, they change the charges again, they change it again. It's now a show. It's now soap opera, bringing charges upon, changing the charges all the time and all the time. We saw what they did to the Zazaki in Zaria, where we went to court and it was vindicated in court and they still not releasing. His passport is still with the federal government of Nigeria. We saw what they did to Dasuki after he was released.
As well.
The case was in the West Africa court, was in the Nigeria court, all courts. They didn't find nothing to hold him on. Instead, they still exercise their own extrajudicial action to keep that guy. So we have a lawless government as we speak. So if anybody is telling anybody that go and obey court or law in Nigeria, please, you're wasting your time. You need to start protecting yourself. The reason why they drove go away was to prepare for this invasion. The reason why they are fighting Kanu is just because they want to suppress the Igbo people. And this is the reality. And it is now. Go and look at all the people that are also suffering in the north. Unfortunately, especially the Christians in southern Kaduna, where Obada actually came from.
That's right.
And mostly people don't understand that the north is not just Fulani. There are local Hausa people that are being subjected to this terrorism, being killed on daily basis by these same Fulani terrorists, in essence. The clan of Buhari as we speak. And you don't have Anthony General. No. You have somebody who is terrorizing, using his opportunity of being a government to terrorize the people, to implement an agenda to bring Nigerians, every Nigerian under subjection of a Fulani. This is what we are saying as we speak. So my warning to all Nigerians, be prepared. The wall is here already. They have declared war on the law-abiding citizens. And Buhari is the carry to declare is the illegal man occupying Aso Rock as we speak that has declared war on Nigeria. People supposed to be speaking out, they have been bought. People like Tinubu and all these people, and some of the governors in the eastern Nigeria, they have been bought. They have paid their price. Now it's every man to themselves. So it is now for all eyes to be open. Please protect yourself. If you need to buy AK-47, wherever where you can get it, get one. Fight back. In the U.S., when America got their independence, there were a lot of British loyalists that would go to American villages and try to create some people and all that. The Second Amendment was passed in America for people to protect themselves. In a normal country, if a government cannot protect you, you are allowed to protect yourself. It's right. The same country. So right now, your government will not protect you. I remember a case. Sorry, I'm trying to rush so that I can
I'm going to even tell you to stop now, sir, because of our time. I'm also going to manage. I know you have a lot you want to tell us. I know. But you see what we have heard so far is great. Yeah. Thank you so much for calling in tonight.
Thank you very much. So please, people, be prepared and be ready. Thank you.
God bless you, sir. Thank you very much for that. I'm trying to manage my time, and I hope we are lucky to have him around there next time too. Let's see. I have another call. Hello.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Hello, my brother, sir. How are you?
I'm doing great, Maiyegun. Long time.
I know. And then, and should I say Happy New Year? Because it's like this is our first time of talking this year, is it?
Yeah, it's the first time for a long time. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. Now you are live.
Oh, yeah. The Nigeria stories keep me always amazed. Anyway, we'll keep talking. You know what? I feel we should leave Tinubu and all those talks alone. Let them be doing their charade. Allow them to be spreading the money that they have gotten. So that the hungry people will see the small crunches. So I believe if when the masses feel the heat, they have to rise up. But if the masses feel that maybe the petrol 200, 300, 1,000, 1 million, that they can absorb it, then let it be. All of them are corrupt. So I mean, he should spread some of his money that he. I'm not of the view.
He's ready to spill some. Why not?
Yeah. So I'm of the view that we should allow him to spread some, so that some people will get the little crunches that will fall out of the ground.
It's not the same mentality that people always say that is our money, Joe, collect it. But yet they ended up having to still vote and validate them, and the suffering continues. Like it's a vicious cycle.
That is what I'm saying. If the suffering have not beaten them to the extent that they will rise up. There was one time I watched a video coming from Ghana. I don't know how true the video is, but I saw it was a politician. He went to a village with bags of rice to entice the youth. And I was surprised. The youth, they rejected the rice. They told him, no, we don't need your rice. We need jobs. I was watching the video. They were packing all those bags of rice back to the
truck. I saw that too.
The truck. Yeah. So, I mean, those are people who are, if that video is true, those are people who are intelligent. So if we Nigerians are still mumuing ourselves, falling for them, you see, every 4 years they will come with a funny and nonsense promise like the one we saw Tinubu display.
Free WAEC form for the children.
And you see some people, adults standing beside him, clapping for him. And you just say, so, what is our brain? What is the difference between our brain and that of the animals? So if we choose to behave like animals, so they will have their way. So I don't even blame the Tinubus. I don't even blame the Sibanjos. I don't even blame the all those governors, eastern governors and all that. I don't blame them because the masses are doomed. The masses are stupid. So if the masses continue to be stupid, let them be stupid. So that is it. So awareness is good, but
until they are ready, that's the point. Like when they are ready, they will push for it.
When they are ready,
something is going to happen in February. We'll see how that plays out, won't we?
I don't trust them. They will absorb it.
No.
You know, Nigerians, they're suffering and smiling. They will still have reasons. Okay, look at the Nigerian Labor Union, who's supposed to rise. I know I read today, but I didn't even read the details of the stories. They started giving conditions to accept the new petroleum price. So that's how it starts. They will give conditions. The government will say, yes, we agree with your conditions, and they will introduce the new prices, and the government will never... You see? So that is the fact. So when I saw it, I just laughed. I said, the whole deal has been done. So
thank you, Baba.
Leave them. There is a point. There is what they call in physics a breaking point. I know one day Nigerian situation will reach a breaking point. So whether you sensitize them, you put internet to them. I mean, look at other African countries that will rise up against the regime. Nobody sensitized them. They work with their senses. Well, because we are so everybody believes and
let me take another call too because of our time. It's been brilliant talking to you tonight. Indeed, okay. Thank you very much for calling in.
Okay, thank you very much. Maiyegun. Okay.
So let's manage the time. We'll do our best to manage the time as much as we can. Okay. So another caller. Hello.
Hello, MG.
Sir.
Good evening and Happy New Year. It's been a long time, my brother.
Happy New Year to you. One name. Your name, please.
Yeah, it's V from Birmingham. I've been trying since last year,
V.
But anyway, thank God
I'm glad you made it today again. Anyway, Happy New Year to you. And my brother, you are live, please.
Okay. MG, really, this program tonight really was it's very interesting. There's something I just want to contribute here,
Please.
I've been watching. It just. I know I don't want to waste too much time because of other stuff.
I know.
Interview about these guys that are doing for Sibanjo and Tinubu. My brother, is just a shame. It's just a shame. When you listen to them, when you listen to what they are saying, they are campaigning as if they are an opposition party.
Have you seen
and
some
they are
of
the
them as
people
well?
in power.
Have you come across them online so far yet?
Really, my boy, you just there's one illness you keep on saying that Nigeria have this syndrome, the syndrome illness they have, really.
You know, now 2 syndromes, Stockholm syndrome, which is intentional in most cases, right? And then the other one is that my own thief is better than your own thief. We know they are thieves, but my own is better. Now that sense that they take fight themselves. My thief is better than your thief. My oppressor is better than your own oppressor. Your own oppressor no get plain. My own get plain. Your own no they give us free food.
I'm telling you.
My own they give us free food. That's what's going to be all about this. But you know what? V, continue.
Yeah, my brother. Let me just tell you this. I've been watching some interview. The campaigners of Tinubu, as you say, we normally call him. Yeah, my bro. You can't believe what these guys are saying. They are saying Tinubu is coming the way Nigeria is now. They have to come to unite the country. Is the person that qualified to unite the country. So the same people, when you tell them Buhari is failure, they want to kill you. They attack you. You get me? So the same people now saying if Tinubu is coming to unite Nigeria, so Nigeria is already
united, divided. They know now.
It's divided. You know what I mean? So now they're campaigning as if, and the people they are telling are believing, they're buying the idea. You get me? They are buying the idea that somebody that is APC party, the people in power, doing campaign as if they are opposition party. And at the same time, the current administration, they are defending it at the same time. You see how they're contradicting themselves, and people are sitting down listening to this.
To be talking about the success. Yeah, to be talking about the success of, there's no more killings in Nigeria. It's been 3 years now that I've ever heard that anybody get kidnapped in Nigeria. In fact, electricity is now somewhere around 10,000 mega. Things that they can say, you see what we have done. Even if people say, but you promise us more than that, they will say, but we don't try now. Give us more time. But they are now talking as if to say they are the opposition who want to take over from APC.
Opposition, you know what I mean? They just both the Sibanjo campaigners and the Tinubu campaigners, they are just campaigning as if they are opposition, and they are still sitting on the power. It's unbelievable, my brother. And now look at in the case of Nnamdi Kanu, Mazi, you see what happened today on the court when they are interviewing the prosecutor. He's just saying it because they have seen that they have bashed all the counties, the charges. Now the guy come out, the way he's talking, like Mazi denied IPOB, that he asking for Nigeria now to come out. I said, if really Nigeria is judging Nnamdi Kanu, is it you they're going to use? You. The person don't even know anything.
It's just like somebody where they give scripts. You get what I mean now? They have no idea what they are into. Are they not making the legal mistakes now? Are we not saying? Go on.
Everything, because even I don't believe in that one Nigeria. They are one Nigeria. But even if I thought there is one Nigeria, is it that guy supposed to sit there as a prosecutor of Nnamdi Kanu? Because the guy it's good for what is happening. It's good for us. It's really what we want to put that kind of idiot there. But really, the way he's mentioning Nigeria, as if that he want to gather everybody together, causing more divisions. For you to know these guys, they don't have anything in the score. No. But I don't blame them. I blame the fellow citizens that even listening with their syndrome, they are just listening to these guys. It's unbelievable. Well, I don't want to waste more time, brother. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Hearing from you again. I know. Thank you very much for that as well, okay?
Don't worry. Yeah, we continue trying.
I know. Thank you. So I have, hang on. I have another caller. Hello.
Hello, good evening, Maiyegun.
Good evening to you, my brother. Yakub, yeah?
Yeah, this is Yakub Adela from Songo, Ogun State.
From Songo, Ogun State. How is Ogun State tonight, Yakub?
We thank God, sir. We thank God. And first and foremost, I've not been able to call in since the last time I called you.
I do see your missed calls, but you know what the line is? It's like Ijoba Oru. You know how it is. Fight to finish.
That's true.
Well, I'm glad you made it today.
Thank you, sir.
Happy New Year to you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Yes, sir. Thank you on your donations. My brother is now okay. He's doing fine now.
We thank God.
So, thank you to you, sir.
At least.
So, yeah, actually, I let me just say something. What I want to lay down tonight is about, we are the ones in Nigeria. We are the ones that knows what is going on here and there. So, what it seems to that we are looking to in 2023 is that as I'm seeing it now,
okay,
people around me that may have been meeting lately, they are likely not to be voting. People are scared to go out to vote. And I'm 100% sure that population of my own area here, that it's going to be like 2% that will be voting. Because people are scared already. They are not going out there to vote.
The word scared. Tell me. Scared. Scared of what?
The ones that will be voting in Lagos State will be the Lagos Abobakus, as we used to call them.
Yeah, I want to ask you, Yakub. Let me take that again, right? We are talking about Otta now. Otta, all right?
Yes.
That's a densely populated area in Ogun State. I know the vote that comes out of Otta. And I actually know those who became a political heavyweight in Ogun State because they came from Otta. So you said around you, people are not likely going to be voting because they are scared. Scared of what? Like in your area, precisely.
They are scared of what will become of these people, even this year and the coming next year.
Like they are not interested in participating because it's pretty much like
they are not even interested. Yes, Tinubu is out of the land for them because they know the atrocities he have caused there and there. Everybody knows. It's not like you said tonight. Like people are just going to be debating on my oppressor is better than your own oppressor. So that is just going to be. But me, for my own idea, I will go for no voting. Unless this man Sowore will be contesting for the next presidency.
Right.
That's when I.
So you are a Sowore voter, right? Now that sounds good. Like, but one of the things that people said, if there's going to be election, right, it shouldn't be under this kind of constitution that gives sole power to the people who call themselves the federal government, who controls the INEC, controls the military, controls the police, they control the courts, they control everything. So it won't be under this constitution. It has to be something has to change that would then
I absolutely agreed. Absolutely agreed. Yes, and I know that even if the Sowore still contest for the next presidency, they won't allow him to reach there.
Because
so
the
we should
system
just
won't let that happen.
Your referendum. That is the best solution. That is the best solution.
Before any election, referendum before election.
In this country, this country, there is one thing I've been wanting to tell you.
Tell me.
That we need our own Thomas. What is the name of this man
Thomas
that participated he participated in the liberation of Americans from UK, from England.
Again, no. The name, can you remember that?
Thomas something. I've forgotten.
Don't worry, I'll read the comments.
So we need our own that man. We need someone that we let. There are some people somewhere that doesn't even know that something like this is even going on in our country. We need someone. There is one program that Koiki is trying to bring up then about radio stations or about this walkie-talkie or this thing that they'll be sharing into villages. So I don't know how where
what happened to that?
Just directing the program. I don't know. There is someone that will be in charge of distributing something like information. People need information to know what is going on. Many people did not even read news, go on internet. They just live their daily life, like go to work, go back home and sleep. Normal life. They don't know what is going on. Whether Tinubu becomes the president or they don't even care. They don't even know. So we need someone to just let the information go viral, go into villages out there, so that this thing will be known by people. That people will know how to gather together and come out, even if the referendum is going to take place, so that they will come out. So I wish I remember the name of this man.
No, it's all right. I mean, you passed the message. The message, yeah, you did. Thank you, Yakub.
Please, even if Koiki is your man, you can talk to him about those things where they stopped and if it can be continued.
Thank you very much. He's also listening, by the way, so he's possibly hearing you. So, Yakub, thank you. Let me take another call because of our time, okay? Have a good one, brother. I have another call. I think I got that. Oh, I managed to. Hello.
Oh, Maiyegun.
Yes,
in
sir.
general.
Yes, sir.
My name is Wale Adeyeye from Maryland, United States.
Wale Adeyeye. That sounds so kind of loud, but I will let you get started first. Maybe I'll get to know more. So, sir, you are live.
Been trying you forever. I'm happy, but all I need to say quickly because I'm at work now is that Nigerians are really not feeling the heat now. But what I can assure each and everybody is if they fail to have it in part now, we all will have it in full in the future as soon as possible. We have it in full. Maiyegun, thank you. Let me just make it a brief.
Alex, God bless you. I love that. You had to chip it in because you can't just be watching right there for all this while and not say something. I love that. I love that dedication as well. So you have a good day at work, Alex.
Thank you so much.
God bless you, Baba. So that's Wale from the US as well. And then let's see. So we have monitored today. We have recorded the success of today, the gains of today, and we should all be working on building on that. The only singular enemy of what you want, of what I want, the liberty, the freedom, the ability to do what I want in a country that I am not treated as a second-class citizen. You know what I mean now? Can only come if we all come together. But first, I'll take this call. Hello.
Brother Maiyegun, good evening, good afternoon from here.
Good afternoon to you, sir, and good evening from here.
My name is Ayomiko, calling from California. I'm at work too, but I just want to chip in something real quick.
Oh, bless you, AY. Go on quickly.
Yes. I just want to say, like, to one Nigerian is that they're still looking through the election that they want to vote in 2023. They always compare Nigeria with Western world, with Britain and America. If Boris Johnson can be getting slapped left and right just over a party in number 10 Downing Street, I don't understand why nobody can question Bola Tinubu that how did 2 billion van walk into your compound in a daylight in the afternoon, and you are still saying that you don't need, like, it's nobody's business to know about the bullion van that walked into his house. That's what I just want to contribute to. Just tell Nigerians that they believe that they want to vote in 2023.
Like that.
They should start thinking along that line and try to see they should start thinking about the criminal that they're about to give a power to. Thank you, brother.
God bless you. That's a brilliant one too. So I'll take another one. AY is at work. I love that. I love people who just monitor. They have their lovely program that they can listen to on the side while they are working. And I'm one of the programs. So I love that. Hello.
Hello, Michael.
Yes, sir. Good evening to you.
Good evening. My name is Paul. I'm calling from London.
Paul from London, my neighbor here in the UK. So, sir, you are live.
Yes, I just want to quickly chip in. Just a quick one. From a previous caller, with they was talking about information to the local villagers in Nigeria and stuff like that. But I believe one thing, that we don't really do need that. Reason being that where, if you remember the what's it called, the NSAS, that's the way all the youths got the information to do the rallies.
That's right.
Yeah. So definitely, I believe if Nigeria, when the suffer reach them, hit them hard, the information will reach all these youths, and they will come out in mass.
That's lovely. I'm going to believe you, because many of us actually knows that without the number, if we don't have the number out making this demand, right, we can never change anything. We all know that. But then in that regard, we also know what is holding them back. And that's why everybody believes that if that thing that is holding them back, right, if it becomes unbearable and they come onto the street, they will come onto this. So I'm going to believe you. Thank you, Paul.
Yes. Thank you very much.
God bless you, sir. So let me take another one. Another call. Yeah, God bless you. So, hello, ma.
Hello, my brother. God bless you.
I am going to probably give you our mother and the temple title, like we have Elder Olaoluwa, because you are becoming a mind reader, because I always want to have you on, especially to add a source to the whole thing, right? I'm glad to have you, ma.
Oh, thank you. God bless you. You know, I've had a lot of people that said, oh, Nigerians are not feeling the heat. Of course, they are feeling the heat.
Okay.
Not that they are not feeling the heat. They are feeling the heat. What the bag of rice they used to buy for 9,000 is now 30,000. Places they used to go and pay 50 naira. It's not 12, it's not maybe 20 naira.
Or 200 naira.
Or let's say 200 naira. Ṣé a máa ní wọ́n feel it ni? Wọ́n feel it yẹn. Ọlọ́run kàn dá wa lára kò mọ̀ yá ni. If Nigeria is dying, they will still be smiling. It is called suffering and smiling. They will smile through everything.
Mommy,
and that is
some said that Nigerians, if you push them, they say if you push goats to the wall, the goat will turn back and fight you. But if you push Nigerians to the wall, they will make a hole in that wall because they can't cope with anything. You believe that?
Of course I do. Nigerians can cope with anything. And you see this 2020 naira they used to give them. And you can see how wicked the so-called politicians are. They are so wicked, whether they are PDP, APC, UPS, what, please name it. During the answers, that shows how wicked they are. Answers, period. You can see all the palliatives that each and every one of these so-called wicked bastards that put themselves in the power or at the seat of at the corridors of power. They collected those palliatives. The palliatives were meant to go to their local people, and every single one of them, they put the palliatives in a store.
Warehouses all over the place.
And how do they sleep at night? How do these idiots sleep at night? When they witness people in their own community dying of hunger, and they just like suffering as money, and they wait for death. The same thing applies to Mr. Tinubu. So, the motto full of money. I wonder how these people sleep at night. Somebody mentioned the Constitution. Let's be honest with ourselves. That Constitution is what I call killer constitution.
It is.
It was put together by the military, full of lies, and only favor one particular region.
That's right.
And that during the killing, the Fulanis, the Mayeguns Allah will come back and say, it's in the constitution. Everything, every time they will come and this is in the constitution, because they know the constitution actually are not meant for the masses. It's meant for few people. And
you know what, ma? In that constitution, there's a point there that always make me feel like, are people really thinking that there's a section there that says the government of Nigeria, they are not responsible for whatever happened to you. Which means you as a Nigerian, if you enter Koto for India, just for political show, if they say, oh, we are trying to go and rescue you from that Koto, you're on your own. That means you actually have no value as a Nigerian. If you say I'm a Nigerian, you mean nothing.
That day, the constitution has put it there. The government is not responsible.
No.
And that's one reason why they get away with all these things. When they try to rescue anybody, they will think they are doing you a favor.
Exactly. Because that's what they are doing. They are doing you a favor. That's what they are doing.
Because
if you look at it very well, they are doing you a favor. The constitution says
of course
they are not responsible for you. If you know what I mean. So continue, ma.
And from the first line of that constitution that says we Nigerians, was the constitution ratified by the Nigerians?
No.
For constitution to be passed, Nigerians are supposed to have referendum.
Exactly.
So, níbo la ti jókòó sí tá ti fọwọ́ sí?
Abubakar ṣì wà
And
láyé
this
máa
issue of fọwọ́ sí. And èèyàn kò dẹ̀ ń jáwàdé. Constitution tó dẹ̀ gbélé wa lọ́wọ́, ó láwàdé ni. How can somebody sit in one corner and write everything? See the constitution, everything on that constitution. How many is exclusively? I think about few that is not even on that exclusively. It's like if you and the federal government, the federal government take the upper hand. Isn't that fraud?
It is fraudulent.
And people are talking about, let's drop this, put this constitution down and rewrite another one. They don't.
They don't want it.
What do they want to go back? Constitution they are using to govern us is fraud. Nigerians have not been able to say anything for years. To now, Nigerians are talking. We don't want that constitution. They said we're not going to do anything about it. Where does Nigerian come?
No, they said it's not negotiable. It's not negotiable.
Okay. Níbo ni àwa tá jẹ́ citizen níbo la ti kàn sí gbà yẹn? Ẹ jẹ́ ká kúkú gbé kínní sórí eBay.
Kátà nígbà
jẹ́. Kọ́ńtà kan ṣe owó.
Kóníkàlùkù gba ṣe àti.
Kíkàlùkù mọ ibi tó ń lọ. Because you are telling us you want us to vote for you. Why do we need to vote? To start with, we are not recognized in your constitution. And you still want us to vote for you, to validate our
the fraud.
So when are these so-called leaders going to listen to the masses? There is nothing called we, the leaders, are responsible for you, or we, the leaders, are taking that lead.
No.
So everybody is going there for one thing, and I said that on so many platforms today that they are going there for one thing and one thing alone: me, myself, and I.
Selfish.
The Constitution allows it, and they also bank on it.
ABC,
the referendum people are talking about. Nigeria put signature to it. They are part of the signatory of this so-called African Charter.
Yes.
Which actually allows the referendum in the country to take place.
That is right.
And that African Charter, all due Constitution Nigeria law.
That is also right.
Or supersede them. And when people talk of referendum, it's like they're asking for war. Where is this? When are you going to listen? We have a government that doesn't listen.
No.
They don't. We have leaders, not only government. We have bloody leaders that does not listen to the cry of the masses. They just don't care. If it is not about Malu, forget it. When are they going to listen? People are telling them we are suffering. Like I used to say, anything better the long. Anything better the long already at today. The anything better the long over sorrow. They are trying to shock. They have already shocked Nigerians. Nigerians are shocked, and they refuse to listen. Because sooner or later, I was talking to an Indian guy who said 30 years ago, they went through similar thing. But one day, Paul went to market, never come back. That's it. That's it. They refuse to listen. And believe me, one day, with this new generation, this generation is okay.
God bless you, man. That's another one from you tonight. Let me take another call tonight. Just before we go, we're almost rounding up anyway. So it's a pleasure, man. You have a good evening. So that's a brilliant one there from our Mama in the Temple. I have another caller. Hello.
Hello, Mr. Maiyegun.
Hello, sir. How are you?
How are you? I'm okay.
I'm fine as well. Sorry, your name? Do you mind?
My name is Kolawole.
Kolawole.
Yes.
Amazing, sir. Now you are live. Everyone can hear you, sir. Please.
Yes. I just want to know, or actually, I have to ask some questions. Regarding this tax, when there was a time when they said they're not going to pay to the federal government, the state has to be. Is the state start collecting the money now, or is this normal, or what?
I don't think I actually grabbed that. You are talking about the state house and what? Are you talking about the rent?
The state tax. Okay, that's what I'm saying. The argument started when the River State governor started it.
Okay.
They said they're not going to pay to the federal government. They have been holding their own tax.
God bless you. Yeah, the value-added tax issue. Yeah.
Exactly.
What they did is that the governors have said they are not paying it, especially Lagos. They said they are taking it themselves. Okay. The way they work it out is that the VAT in every state is collected by agency that federal government, nominated or appointed. Now they will take all this money and they will share that. Now the Lagos say they are going to be taking it themselves, VAT now. Okay, so there is also another court case that is challenging that from the northern governors. Yeah, that case is in court. But what we have not been kind of guaranteed of is that if the wahala don't start between who is collecting the VAT from all those who are paying the taxes, who are they remitting it to? We haven't found out a wahala on that yet. Maybe Lagos have started, or it's just a media trial. Media noise. Go on.
They're just buying time. Yeah, they're buying time. They're just buying the time. So in that case, they are still paying. The federal government is still collecting the tax.
I believe they are still collecting it too. Yeah.
That's why they are still collecting the tax.
Because if Lagos State have started collecting it, this whole thing started in November. So that means December on. Lagos must have collected it and we would have heard it in the news, noise and all of that.
Exactly. Because I remember that there was a time they said that very month they started the argument.
Yeah.
They said, in August, we have to start to collect it. They said, no, it has to be paid. They have to fill that month, maybe the following month. And they keep quiet. You see, some of the state governors as well, they are just licking federal government houses. They don't know everything. They themselves don't know everything. They're just there to collect whatever they give them in Abuja. They themselves are not serious.
Sorry, come closer come closer to the phone. It seems your voice is off again. Sorry. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, you are far away from the phone. I don't know what happened. Hello, can you hear me? Nah, man. Oh, somebody else took the spot. Hello, Princess.
Yeah, good evening.
Oh, good evening. I've been seeing all the missed calls. I'm like, we keep missing out and then missing you. But tonight seems to be a good night, like everyone have said. Good evening, ma.
Yeah, good evening. How are you?
I'm very well. So you're live. Everyone can hear you.
Thank you, Baba. Me ni pariwo lálẹ́, you know.
Ibo le ti fẹ́ mu, ṣé ti Kanu lẹ fẹ́ kọ́kọ́ mú ni àbí ti bàbá Bodilon tó fẹ́ sanwó wáyé káwọn ọmọ yín?
No, ti Kanu àti rí pé ẹ̀ ń bọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀.
That's right.
Àti sọ tẹ́lẹ̀ pé ọmọdé bá sòótọ́ tágbàlagbà bá sòótọ́ kankan náà lọ́ máa jọ sọ.
That's right.
Ọmọdé bá parọ́ tágbàlagbà bá sòótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ wọn máa yàtọ̀. It's only a mad person that would know that Kanu will not come out of that place. That would tell us Kanu won't come out of that place. Obviously, we were expecting that. But the party is going to start quite early. You know what I'm saying? That the situation in the country is unbearable already. The pendulum is in a very chaotic form. Tó bá ti fẹ́ bàjẹ́, kí ní ìsàlẹ̀ aago tó máa wà mọ́ṣáláṣí tó máa wà ní ṣọ̀tẹ̀. Tó bá ti fẹ́ bàjẹ́, kí ní ìsàlẹ̀.
Mo mọ̀, kí ní ìsàlẹ̀. Tó bá ti fẹ́ jábọ́ dànù níbi tó dúró. Tó bá dẹ̀ ti jábọ́ dànù bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn, aago ti useless nìyẹn o. I'm with you, man.
Tó bá ti jábọ́ dànù, impact ẹ̀, ó máa dàbí asteroid ni. Jálẹ̀ everybody lórí ni. Tí ò bá wá ń ṣe kó lórí burúkú la síwájú. Tí ò bá ń ṣe páfọ̀ fún gbèmù ni wọ́n. Tí ò bá ń ṣe pé gbogbo wọn tọ́jọ súnmọ́ wọn.
Hang on.
Finally.
I actually thought something is wrong with the line. Emma Sorolo.
You are not coming out. Two system is a kidney.
Princess, check phone here. Check phone here that there is no call trying to come through. We could barely hear you. It's like it's just like breaking up. We could barely hear you.
Can you hear me now?
It's clearer now. Yes.
Maiyegun, gbogbo àwọn tó ló ti wèrè ló fẹ́ fún ní wáyékì. Gbogbo àwọn ará bí tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ free education lọ́ní now.
Of course.
They are already free. So why should you come out? Yeah? Why should giving people WAEC be a yardstick? And you come out to say that?
Well, it's called the theme of his campaign, breaking shackles. The shackles of Buhari is coming to help you break it.
Who created the shackle? Who did? Who put us here?
APC, Egbekegbe.
APC ni kọ́kọ́ àti PDP náà.
Gbogbo wọn ni o.
Àfi tá a bá ń tọra wa lókù gbogbo wọn ni. When these people were in their 30s, wọ́n ti ń control ìlú. Ọmọ 40 years mi ṣì ń gbé pẹ̀lú yẹ́. Ó yẹ́ ló ń fún lóúnjẹ. Tọ́ba ti rán ọmọ lọ school tó ń sìn. Ṣe wá dúró for some time. Ẹ bá ní pé kò ríṣẹ́, ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ tún máa wá owó tẹ tún máa tún fi ṣèyàwó fún. Ẹ wá fi wọ́n sínú apartment kan nínú ilé ibi tẹ bá ń gbé ń bẹ̀.
wọ́n máa fòṣì ṣayọ̀. Tí grandma bá ṣe bẹ̀, grandma ló máa gbọ́ bẹ̀ wá fáwọn tó wà nílé kan jẹ. So tí kinní bá ti bẹ̀rẹ̀, ó máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní February bó ṣe lọ́ fẹ́ gbé kinní subsidy àti kinní epo. Olórí burúkú tó lóun fẹ́ fáwọn èèyàn 5,000. Olórí burúkú kúkúrú sàǹbí aláṣọ dúdú. Wọ́n ṣe gbá owó yẹn jọ papọ̀ kó fi ṣe ná. Wọ́n ṣe gbà pọ̀ pa, wọ́n ṣe gbàjọ kó fi owó yẹn ṣe ná. Electricity ó wà ńbẹ̀ tán rí fix wọ́n rí ṣe. Gbogbo àwọn tó dìde láti ṣe kinní yẹn. Maiyegun, you were saying something sometimes ago. I was just laughing in my room. Èèyàn kan United Nations fún Nàìjíríà ní transformer kéékèèké tó ń gbé kiri yẹn. All dash Nigeria I think in the 80s. Kinní yẹn dé Nigeria, custom hold there for duty. It is still in custom warehouse. They cannot do anything about it. Yes, they can't do anything about it. The person that fixed Venezuela and Saudi Arabia and Abu Dhabi lights, electricity, the man lives inside Magodo here. Oh, you know Magodo Ilongbe? Inú Magodo tó ti lọ ń dà ọ́ láàmú yẹn ló ń gbé. Ó wọlé lọ bá Jonathan báyìí. Jonathan ní ọ̀gá, be going. These people importing generator will kill you. You know, President ìlú ló sọ yẹn. Fún la lọ. Nbo la ń lọ. Advice tí Tinubu fẹ́ ṣe kó fún Buhari kó jẹ́ kí Buhari lò.
Tinubu tí ò support Àmọ̀tẹ́kùn, right? Tinubu that doesn't support Àmọ̀tẹ́kùn.
Èmi sì tí n bá wọnú yàrá kan sìn.
It's coming to promise you state police.
Tí n bá wọnú yàrá kan sìn. Tí n bá ṣèkè ọ̀kan màá ní káwọn tó kù ṣèkè ẹ̀kan pin mọ́ra wọn lọ́wọ́ ni. Ohun tí Buhari fẹ́ lò tó kù kóun lọ. Ohun tóun fẹ́ lò ọdún mẹ́jọ tó fẹ́ lò yẹn. Kó pin fún Buhari kó fọpọlọ ṣe. 2023 mi ò fi ń pẹ́ election máa wà. I tell you, Maiyegun. Àbí tó bá jẹ́ pé àwọn èèyàn wá sùn, wọ́n sùn àsùnpajúdé, inú wọn wá pòpọ̀.
Princess, ṣọ́kà.
Náà wà lórí Clubhouse. Òun ni mo ṣe dákẹ́ ni mo ṣe rọra ń wò. Gbogbo àwọn tó wà lórí Clubhouse tó ń fòṣì ṣayọ̀, tó ń ṣòṣì bí ẹran aṣẹ́wó. Gbogbo wọn máa pín oúnjẹ káàkiri, wọ́n máa pín round fún wọn. Aṣíwájú ṣe kinní kan, aṣíwájú ṣe kinní kan, aṣíwájú ṣe bó bá dúró wájú tàwa, à á sọ fún pé dúró dáadáa. Èèyàn ò kí ń kú lẹ́ẹ̀mejì, àdẹ̀lẹ̀ sótọ́ ká kú síbẹ̀.
That's right.
Àdẹ̀lẹ̀ sótọ́ ká kú síbẹ̀. Tó bá ti wá pààyàn báyìí tí ò bá ti lè jí bàbá ńlá ọmọ àlè ni. Lọ́jọ́ tó bá cross the other side, máa bẹ́ẹ̀ jà kú mẹ́. Maiyegun dàrọ̀.
Thank you, Princess. Mo rò pé sọ pé ẹni pariwo lálẹ́ yìí ni but ẹ try. Thank God pé ẹ pariwo.
Mi mọ̀. Mo gbà tí mo bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní pariwo òun gan.
Kenny, nice evening. Thank you very much.
You too, Baba.
Princess there for you, and she's going to be our last caller because of my time. In this evening. So I'm sorry, I can see Daola Oluwa also trying to call in and getting. So what Princess is simply saying there is that she's not surprised about the court decision today on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is expected. It's only those who are primitive and they're short-sighted, like whatever that believe in the lies that Nigeria continue to dish to you, like the media trial, because that's all they do, media trial. They can't really do anything legally within their own courts. They have been losing and all that. So Princess is not really surprised. Well, she had a very, very good savage words for Tinubu and those who are promoting him. And the most of it all is that if Tinubu has a solution to Nigeria problem, why can't he just give some of that to Buhari right now and save the lives of the people that are going to be killed or being killed as we speak? But it's because it's all fraud, lies, that everybody's trying to take their own turn or waiting for their own turn. But she too believed that when the time comes, the people, they will rise and they will speak. Yes. And I believe her too. Just like I believe everyone who has made their own contribution on this program tonight, making this conversation a little bit more kind of larger house conversation. So when Yoruba said there will be no election in Yoruba land, I'm talking about the Ilanomo Odua. I have been briefed. So the no election in Yoruba land is not a violent one, okay? The shocker that is coming is something new. It's new. And it's going to take the fight right from the roots. Yes, right from the colonization and the rest of that until that of the fake 1999 constitution and the team working around that. When they said no election in Yoruba land, it's not a plan of carrying guns or causing violence or stopping you from voting. Okay, it's just not going to be when that time comes to surface. But like they have said, they would rather keep things going, walking behind the scene without having to raise unnecessary attention to what you are going to do. It seems that if you're going to do something, right, sometimes you just keep it to yourself until when it's done. So in this regard, how are they going to stop Nigeria from conducting an election, not just in Yoruba land? It's a possibility. There will be none. In other parts of southern Nigeria, but it's not a violent one. Wait for it. Make I keep on to myself. And I'm sorry if I sounded like, why did you tell us when you don't want to tell us? I'm just telling you that when they said there will be no election, okay, there's actually something going on around that. And it is completely legal in a way that some of you will be like, hey, how? What thing we go do now? Even the politicians planning to spend billions who hoarded your money, stole your money on your budget for years, and now they are bringing the money out to show you how generous they are. Yeah? And they'll start sharing the money. Or they have already started sharing the money. A shocker, a spanner in the wheel of their crooked political progress. Bang. Look out for it. Thank you so much, everyone, for your time. And then I'm going to say, if you are watching this video as a replay, you can watch all from the start by just moving that arrow. You see that cursor on your screen and all that? Move it back. And you watch from the beginning. And you can also skip it if at any point in time it becomes kind of, repetitive to you. So thank you very much, everyone. And I'm going to see you some other time. So therefore, good night from here. Odaro.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Bọ́ba bá gbé wúrẹ́. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádùn yẹ. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Presido bá rúfin o. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí fa. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o àyè.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súra kì Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀ kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀ ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súra kì Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
tẹnitẹni ọmọ Maiyegun ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ fòyà àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o ẹ̀yin bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súra kì Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.